Okay, the Treehouse of Horror 28 doesn't really start out with much, but it flashes the title of The Sweets Hereafter. Yeah, this cold opening features some interesting 3D animation, with the Simpsons appearing as candy in a bowl outside of a house on Halloween night. An H family member is afraid of being taken away, but they aren't, and they end up on some high shelf with an Easter basket where they eat a chocolate bunny. Yeah, that's weird. This leads to the first story, The Exorcists, starting off in Iraq, where a Pazuzu statue is shipped to the Simpsons. The statue then hypnotizes Homer, who sings Maggie to sleep, very creepily. Things get pretty spooky here. Maggie then becomes possessed, starts to speak, kills a few people, locks everyone in the Simpsons house. So they order up an exorcism, and a priest shows up and does it, but Bart gets possessed, and it ends kind of funny. Now, the next story is Core Lisa, and the animation style changes to match the source material in some cases. Simpsons are apparently back to their regular thing, and they even mention the first story. Then Maggie does vomiting for some reason. I think this is the first time the Simpsons have actually referenced a story within another story in Treehouse of Horror. Lisa discovers a secret door in her room with the help of her cat, and the cat talks. The voice is now the canceled Neil Gaiman, writer of the original Coraline book. When Lisa goes behind the store, the animation changes to this computer stop animation, and Lisa sees her family with button eyes. Lisa wants to stay in this world forever, but she's got to get the buttons on the eyes. She then leaves, but after a few minutes in the real world, she comes back and accepts the buttons. Homer doesn't even realize that Lisa's even gone. Bart then comes to the button world. With Bart and now Marge trapped in the button world, Homer barely fits himself into that small door to try and help out. The ending is a definite collision of worlds, and it doesn't really blend the animations as well as it did before. For the final story, known as Homer, Lisa actually comes out in front of the curtain. Marge used to do that and gives us a similar warning, and honestly, you should heed it. This story starts when Homer's left behind as the family goes for a visit, and Homer has a lot of fun with himself all alone. Now, while cooking a hot dog, Homer cuts off his own finger and then accidentally barbecues it, and then he eats it. Yeah, this is getting really gross. Homer is actually getting addicted to eating himself, so regular food just isn't as good. I'm not going to use any images of the montage they use, but apparently Homer loses a lot of weight eating himself, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? Marge and the kids then come home, and then Marge catches Homer with his foot in his mouth, out of his mouth, and into the frying pan, and that's the worst fixed metaphor I've ever used. This episode is so freaky gross that I almost didn't get to the end of it, but it involves Mario Batali and Jesus. So, what did you think of the Treehouse of Horror 28? Did you like it? Leave a comment here.